Hello YouTube, TDH Advocate here with a quick review so far of the Ouya. It did come out Tuesday, but I did not get my console until today, so I did mention I was going to get a review up of the whole console full through. So I wanted to start up with the starting screen. Really nice. It's really easy to set up. The only problem I found with the setup was that you have to have a credit card of some sort to set it up, and some people like myself do not have credit cards, so I went out and bought a prepaid Visa card just to set it up, which I think is ridiculous. But they will be having gift cards for the Ouya, for the Ouya store in the future, so you can use that to set up your account, but until then you'll probably have to buy some kind of makeshift credit card. I'm going to quick go over a review of the feel of the controller. It feels really nice in the hands if you have medium to large sized hands, not too large. If you have decent sized hands, it feels really nice at home, especially if you're an Xbox player. The size of it feels really nice. The triggers, I guess you can call them, they're not really triggers, they're more like trigger-like buttons. They feel really nice, they work pretty well. All the buttons seem to work pretty well overall. Analog sticks are pretty nice. D-pad's pretty nice. I mean, it's slower, it feels slower than, say, an Xbox D-pad. Sometimes it doesn't always, like every now and then it might not work, but it's pretty nice. Then you got the touchpad in the center, which seems a little bit too sensitive. I mean, I can barely move my finger and it'll pretty much fly across the screen, so you have to be really slow, really careful. I think that's it for the controllers. Really nice thing about them though is that they are customizable, so you can pop the front pads off on each side to change the batteries, and then you can also get custom ones made for your controller, which I will be having some made in the future, just not quite yet. So that's it for the controller. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to how the console works. It's really nice. Since it is made by developers for developers, it is very developer friendly in the fact that right here off the bat you can test your builds, which if you're not a developer, it just means like early versions of the game that aren't ready for public release yet. Just kind of test them out on here. You can also get software, I guess. I don't really know how that works too much, so don't quote me on that part. I am a soon-to-be dev, so I will be working for the Ouya store, but until then I don't really know too much. You also got the manage section, which is pretty nice overall, so I'm not going to really go into that right now. It took me a little while. It took me a reboot for it to actually connect to my wireless, but then it did work. So if you're not connecting through Ethernet cable, you might have a little bit of a hard time, but not too much. The notification section isn't what you think it is. It's just for system messages like updates and whatnot. Eventually they said they are working on a friends list and a way to play online with friends, so that's in the future, but not quite there yet. Then we're going to go up to the Discover, which is the Ouya store. It's just another name for it. Right now there's only 200 games. I think the console officially launched on Tuesday with about 170 games. So it did launch with a fair amount of games officially. So that was really nice. It's going by pretty fast. There's going to be a lot more games in the future. There's going to be Ouya exclusives in the future. Minecraft may or may not be on in the future, and not just the Pocket Edition. They might actually port the full-blown PC, so we'll see how that works out in the end. Not sure why I'm having problems connecting to the store, so I'm just going to go ahead and cover the screen really quick while I try to fix my internet. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and try to connect to the store again. If we can't connect, I'll show you that in the future, but it's really nice. It's got kind of that banner style where it'll have rows of apps or games, whatever you want to call them, that there's different sections of them, like top dev choices, Ouya backer choices, stuff like that. But it's really nice. I don't know why it timed out, but we're going to go ahead and go in here to where the games are. As you can see here, you can actually update straight from the play section. So if I were to just hit the O button, which is the Ouya's equivalent to the Xbox A button, will go ahead and start the update. Then you can go in, you can download games like Shadow Guns on here, Critical Mission SWAT's on here. Pretty fun overall. They got a lot of emulators, so that's kind of hazy on the legality section, but all in all, I'd probably have to give the whole Ouya, the way it's set up, and since it just launched, I would probably have to give it an 8 or a 9 out of 10. It's really nice, especially with the way it's pricing. But in all honesty, I feel, and I read a couple of reviews just to see what they'd say, see how they liked it. After I was already pretty much done with my thoughts on it, I wanted to see what they said, and somebody actually put it very well placed, a real well placed opinion. Since it is made by developers for developers, it's really on that developer hacker side, so you're gonna have to, if you're not a person like myself who's really good with the hacking, writing a little bit of code, that kind of stuff, you may or may not enjoy this as much as somebody such as myself might. But it does have a couple party games, like this one here I downloaded just to see what it was like. It's called King of Booze, the party drinking game or something like that. Overall, it's really fun. I think it's really neat way they did this, and since I'm running low on time, I'm going to say that I give it the 8 out of 10, whereas with the Xbox 360 I'd probably give a 9 out of 10. So just to give you a little scale there, I'm pro Xbox. I hate PlayStation. Well, don't really hate PlayStation. I hate the PlayStation 3, but like, to give you that kind of scale, I'm really for Xbox. I have a ton of Xbox games, and I mean, I probably have at least 40-50 games. So I really like Xbox, and I give an Xbox a 9 out of 10. So the Ouya, I really like it. I give it an 8 out of 10. I'd like to give it a 9 out of 10, but it's just too early to really give it that high of a ranking. There's not enough games, there's not enough exclusives, which, I mean, it doesn't have to have exclusives. I just think it would be more fun if it had some exclusives. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys do decide to get an Ouya if you feel as though it fits your kind of play style. I mean, the quality of games range from really high quality like Shadowgun all the way down to 8-bit games or really crappy made games, so it kind of ranges a lot. It has a huge variety. I love it. I think it's awesome. And it's only $100 for the console and the controller that comes with it. $50 for extra controllers, and I'll leave a link in the description to the actual Ouya site. It's ouya.tv, ouya.tv. I'll put that in the description below very shortly after this is posted, if not as it's posted. And you can get it from Amazon, GameStop. You don't even have to go to online. You can go to a local GameStop, Best Buy, or Target store and buy it there. So, I mean, that's really nice. You can also get it on Amazon, or you can get it straight from the Ouya site themselves. Sorry, I couldn't tell if it shut off or not, but thanks for watching. Subscribe for more reviews on stuff like the Ouya.